Hey everybody, it's David Pingree. We're out here at Cheney Ranch for another edition of Garage in Stock. Today we got our 2016 Honda 450, and it's a really cool project. Obviously very unique looking, as you can see. And one of the big things that we wanted to try to address on here, the Honda is a very manageable, usable power plant, but for an intermediate expert rider, somebody wanting some more horsepower, you can definitely do some work to these things and get more power out of it. That's where we went to Jamie Ellis at Twisted Development. Jamie, you've got a long history in the sport, building engines and doing a really good job. Now you've got your own company, Twisted Development, where you're doing engines. And tell us what you did to this thing to get some more power out of it.
Yeah, on this build of the 2016 CRF450, most of the feedback that we kind of get in the shop is that it needs a little bit more top-end power. It's a very good, usable power plant in the OEM fashion. So kind of what we did is we took the feedback from the end consumer and put a Vertex piston in it, hot cam stage 2. And where it really comes in is going to come down to the ignition timing, the fuel mapping, and whatnot. So we spent a lot of time on the dyno developing this map and also track testing as well. So kind of today what you'll see is the end result of a well put together package. It will utilize pretty much the stock power curve, but just goes quite a bit further in the range of what's contemporary usable power. So so we're pretty happy about the way this thing came out, and we hope you guys enjoy it.
Well, I'm looking forward to getting out on the track. A lot of other companies involved. Obviously, you can see the Tusk wheel set. Renthal has been heavily involved with this, Works Connection. A lot of cool bits and pieces and parts on here. We're going to go get this thing on the track and give you some feedback after we got some laps on it. Well, we put some laps on this thing, and the first thing that comes to mind for me is just crazy horsepower. Probably for me, maybe even a little bit too much. Doesn't hit hard, it's just, it makes so much horsepower through the middle and top. Jamie and the guys at Twisted Development have done an amazing job of building some horsepower into this thing. So if you feel like your Honda needs more power, I would suggest giving these guys a call. Very, very fast, incredibly usable but fast motorcycle. Besides that, the Works Connection suspension or Works Connection parts worked awesome. I'm always a fan of these clutch perches. The foot pegs, super good platform, real grippy. Of course, they got the radiator braces that are anodized black. So I love the Works Connection stuff. Always really sharp and good attention to detail on their products. Suspension, Factory Connection did a great job setting this thing up. It's set up for a little bit heavier person than me. The guy, Pete Martini, is going to be riding this about 185, so felt a little bit firm for me, but we got it working pretty well. I can charge into jumps and stuff, and it's plenty stiff for me, so that was good. The Dunlop tires, this is my favorite choice of tires. I wouldn't use anything else if I had a choice, so really happy with the way these things work. The brakes, wheels, everything, no issues at all with those. They look really cool. There are some parts too I want to mention on the engine components as far as like a manual cam chain tensioner. You can find those at Twisted on their website, td-racing.com, if you want to go check all their stuff out. And again, VP helping us with fuel on this bike. Now he's got a Vortex ignition in this where you can put different maps in. He's got several maps that are designed for race fuel and then several maps designed for pump fuel. So if you wanted to run pump gas during the week, because race fuel gets a little spendy, you just switch maps and it runs fine on that. And then for the weekend, you can throw in race fuel, switch your map over. So it's a pretty cool feature that way. Saves you some money during the week when you're putting time on the bike. So our plastic is from Cycra, and this is their power flow setup. Supposed to flow a little air through it a little bit better. Obviously, this is the old school Yamaha look. They've got any color you want there. Go check those guys out. And Decal Works put together our graphics and design along with a Moto seat cover. I think they did a great job. So FMF Exhaust works great, complement with this. We got the dual on here. The single also works really well in terms of horsepower numbers. So everybody, thank you very much for the help on this bike. Jay Clark did a great job building it, and hope you enjoyed watching.